Not red, not red, not red, and not red. Of course, it's all in the series. Not red, and not red, not red, not red, and look at how gorgeous that is. It's a 6 book series. This is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth book. Not red. I read. Not red. Not red. Not red. Not red. Not red. And I will reread it again. Not red. 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 Red. Not red. Not red. I have read that. And I like it. Red. Not red. Not red. Not red. 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 And red. Not red. Not red. Not red. Not red. Not red. And I love this cover. Not red. I read these, and they're both awful. Not red. I have read this. Not red. Not red. Not red. Not red. The next 3 I have not read, but they are in my TBR. So these, and this. Not read, but I have seen the movie. This I'm currently reading. I have not read, but it's obviously in my TBR. Not read. Red, and red. I haven't read this. Not read. I read this, and this. And of course, the one big one that I have in my library. Not read. Not read. I've read this as a child, but I'm not counting it in my reads because it was long ago. Not read. Not read. Not read. Not read. Not read. And not read. That's it. Bye bye, guys.